Following his teammate and championship leader Jordan Brown-Nutley in cart number 244. The first of our two Austrians, Nicholas Scholl in cart 225 and Christopher Shani in cart number 226. They will start on row number 4. All French fifth row, Jason Vian in cart number 294 and Romain Bonetto in cart 222. Konstantin Scholl, who we saw at Genk in the Super Shifter class. The Super Shifter's not running here this weekend. We will see them at the next round in Wackersdorf in Germany. But Konstantin moves across to the senior X30 class, and he starts on the inside of row 6 alongside Brett Ward in cart 202. Then it is João Ferreira from Portugal on the Mad Croc number 240, and from Norway, Maria Solly Poulsen in cart number 217. The 8th and final row, Jacob Ang from the Philippines in cart 272, and surprising to see him back there he is on your screens, number 238, the Praga kart driver Milan Petele, and his home country Milan, who has been very quick but extremely unlucky so far this season. Well, we just seen Oliver Clark go from 18th to 3rd. There's only 16 drivers in this particular heat. Can Petele go from 16th to a similar lofty position? So Mauricio Hernandez and Niels Koelen lead the field through turn number 5. See the somewhat ominous looking clouds overhead. However, the cloud is much higher in the sky than it was yesterday, which gives people generally a reason to kind of breathe a little bit easier. Hopefully we will not have a repeat of the rain that we experienced on Thursday for practice in the afternoon, which was absolutely spectacular, but not as spectacular as the thunderstorm that we had about half an hour after qualifying yesterday. And you can see the Marshall post there. There is a nice swimming pool just outside the Marshall post that was left by yesterday's thunderstorm, which, well, had to be heard to be believed. It did manage to wipe out most of the internet connection here at the circuit, which was nice, but the racing is finished for the day, so really matter too much. So there are the tail enders as Mauricio Hernandez brings them to the line, and nope, it's a false start, and Mauricio, you can see now, according to my program, that he's on an a Mach 1 kart, but that very distinctive green and white liveried machine with the orange stripes down the side, that screams Tony kart to me. And the fact that he's running with Strawberry Racing, who are, shall we say, quite well known for running Tony karts, maybe means that my entry list is not 100% factual. So we will scrub that, write Tony kart in, because I can almost hear Paul Spencer running up to beat me to death in the commentary box for daring to say that one of his drivers is on anything other than a green wagon. Here we go again. So again, Koelen in kart number 313, the driver with the black crash helmet. Now, he didn't make it out of the B final in Genk. So this is new territory for Niels Koelen. And you could see as they came to the start line, Hernandez was like looking over, giving a hand, so where are you? You know, well, Niels Koelen, he doesn't want to jump at the start, but he has to expect the pole sitter to go, and when the pole sitter goes, you better go with him. Behind Koelen is Milo Lichterlein in kart number 219. Now Lichterlein comes into this weekend 15th in the championship, and we're looking to maybe try and get some progress early on. Now we're underway, and Mauricio Hernandez takes the lead. Koelen slots into second place, going down towards turn number 2. They're 3 wide behind, and that is the Mad Croc kart of Oh, and somebody going off for a spin there. That would look like João Ferreira maybe making an absolutely banzai start. Who's that gone for a spin? That's number 222. That is Romain Bonetto, the French driver who gets going again. But Coulon slots into second behind the pole man. And into third, though, Marshall very quick to get the gravel off the circuit because, yes, that gravel can get kicked up and be quite painful. But that is into P2 already, going number 242, Gani Rahane. So it wasn't the Mad Croc cart, that red and white livery number 242, the privateer run cart. It's a CBK run cart. The Mad Croc carts have had a change of livery overnight, and they look now very similar to that CBK cart. There's your championship leader. No, that's not your championship leader. That is number 235, Ido Cohen, into fourth place. So Ido Cohen, the Israeli driver, I'm so used to looking at, you know, the first Dan Holland racing cart that comes into my view. I'm so used to saying that's Jordan Brown-Nutley, but it's not. Ido Cohen, with a bit between his teeth, taking third place from Niels Coulon. Milo Lichterlein goes through as well. Now, this is where Niels Coulon needs to kind of maintain his composure, because he knows in the dry weather he's not as quick as some of these guys around him, so they will be coming past him, but don't lose your cool. Let a couple go, then slot in, find your rhythm. If you try and fight every single position, you will find yourself at some point staring a nice grassy field straight in the face, and then all your hard work will be undone. For Coulon, a top 10 finish is what he's looking for. Anything else is a bonus. Jordan Brown-Nutley's gone through. We've had a change of lead, and Gani Rahane has moved into top spot. There is the CBK driver in front of Maurizio Hernandez. Ido Cohen thinking to himself, I've got a chance of winning a race here. Will he look at the inside of the poles that are going into turn number 2? Yes, he does. And following him through into fourth place goes number 225, Nicholas Scholl, last year's European Rotax champion. Jordan Brown-Nutley trying to make a move as well, but Brown-Nutley gets on the curb, trying to pass Milo Lichterlein and Niels Coulon, and now Brown-Nutley's going to get freight trained. Well, we've already seen one undefeated streak come to an end this morning, and a little bit of muscling going on there. Brett Ward in the Evolution Racing number 202 trying to come through as well from 14th on the grid. From 12th on the grid, and somebody running very wide there. Milan Petele in cart 238. Trying to pass a recovering Christopher Shani, the Euro karting driver, running wide at turn number 8. Maurizio Hernandez under pressure there. Niels Coulon battling away with Milo Lichterlein. Jason Vian is also into the top 10, but Gani Rahane pulling away. Cohen second, Scholl third. There's Brett Ward up the inside of Neil Coulon into turn number 2 in cart 202. He picks up 7th place. The championship leader, Jordan Brown-Nutley, is down in 10th. Just flashes to the bottom of your screen. Now he makes the move on João Ferreira for 9th. Romain Bonetto, recovering from his first lap spin, has set a new fast lap of 102.548, but Romain is down in 16th position. And Ido Cohen, 1.3 seconds behind race leader Gani Rahane. Coulon, well, he's found his place, and he's giving a very good account of himself, chasing the number 294 cart of Jason Vian round, and he's got championship leader Jordan Brown-Nutley and Brett Ward around him. Well, Ward's gone past. We've got Jordan Brown-Nutley in cart 244 behind him, and Jason Vian, another newcomer to the championship this weekend, in cart 294. That is the LM karting entry. But here's Ido Cohen. Well, he's had to give best to Nicholas Scholl for second, but Ido in cart 235, running in third place. Gani Rahane, 1.1 seconds up the road. The Frenchman in cart 242, taking advantage of the slightly mixed up grid order to clear off. We're on lap number 5 out of 11. Through turn 5, the leaders go. Lots of battling going on back in the pack. Milan Petele making a move, and that passes, that's Milan past João Ferreira and into the top 10. Jordan Brown-Nutley still in 9th place. Round turn number 8. The battle on screen is the battle for 10th and 11th. Hernandez, followed by Ward. That's the scrap for 4th and 5th. Brett Ward in kart 202. He's gone past Milo Lichterlein, the Dutchman in kart 219. There's Ward to the inside at turn number 1. Brave move there from Brett Ward and sends Hernandez a signal saying, right, come on, follow me, let's think. Brett Ward's thinking, I've still got time. Ido Cohen is now the next driver on his hit list. 101.816 for Brett Ward, the Evolution Racing driver, breaking into the 61-second barrier and already putting some clean air between himself and the Costa Rican driver in kart number 243. And now Hernandez has got Milo Lichterlein going through your screen there in kart number 219 to contend with. The Lichterlein runs wide coming out of turn number 8. Behind him, Jordan Brown-Nutley. Battle further back in the pack. That is Jacob Ang and Christopher Shani and Maria Solly Polson fighting over 11th place. The leaders are coming into turn number 12 now. Rahane completes lap number 6. His lead was 1.2 seconds over Nicholas Scholl. It's actually increased it to 1.3 seconds. Scholl has got Cohen for company through turn number 2. The Israeli driver, kart 235, shadowing the Austrian driver, last year's European Senior Rotax champion. Now moving over to X30. Ward closing in on the pair of them, and look how Brett Ward has closed in. So the Evolution Racing kart, which has got a similar bright yellow and blue livery to the Dan Holland Racing machine in front of him. Ward has got those bright yellow flicks on the outside corners of his rear bumper. He's got that dark purple cosmic race suit on. He's closing in on Ido Cohen. Will he make a move straight away, or will he wait? Well, he's already made one move going into turn number 1. If he's close enough, I think that's where we'll see Brett Ward make his move on Cohen, because it doesn't lose him too much momentum. Let's have a look. He looks to the inside. There's the move. Flat out. Nearly 100 kilometers an hour. To the inside, Brett Ward takes over P3 as we start lap number 8 of 11. And already you can see that it's a good place to make a move there, because you don't lose momentum, and that allows Ward, who's done another fastest lap, 101.79. Nobody else is in the 61s. It's only Brett Ward. But now he's lost track position. Oh, Scholl goes back up the inside of him at turn number 5. Cohen briefly takes second place, and he retakes Scholl. Now Brett Ward and Nicholas Scholl wheel to wheel. Well, that's cost them all momentum, and it's bringing Maurizio Hernandez back into play. Hernandez with the orange stripes down the front of his kart. Brown-Nutley, Jordan Brown-Nutley is behind Hernandez. The championship leader is in the mix for second place. And Brett Ward will be spitting feathers because he'd made the move. Scholl just thought, well, it's now or never, and went straight back up the inside of Ward. They both ran wide. They both lost a couple of places. And it's Ido Cohen on course for one of his best results so far, if he can keep the driver that won the Senior Rotax European Series last year, the driver that finished runner-up in the 2013 World Rotax Championship, Brett Ward. And then, of course, we don't know what Maurizio Hernandez has got, and the driver that is currently leading the championship, Jordan Brown-Nutley. So not a lot for Ido Cohen to do, really. As Ward passes Scholl. Can he make it stick? Yes, he can this time. And Ward now has half a second to make up on Ido Cohen. And he's defending into turn 11. Jordan Brown-Nutley passes Maurizio Hernandez. He moves on to the rear bumper of Nicholas Scholl's kart. Further back, Niels Coolen still runs in 9th place. There's your leader, Gani Rahane, flashing through your screen. 2.5 seconds up the road of this battle for second. Ward, on the penultimate lap now, has got to try and keep Scholl at bay, but also try and get up to Cohen, and he's having to defend. Scholl under pressure now from Brown-Nutley down the back straight. Ward will try and use the fact that Scholl is momentarily distracted to put some clean air between himself and the Austrian driver, but he hasn't managed to do it. Into turn number 6 they go. Now through turn 7, build up the speed towards the very top end of the circuit. At turn number 8, oh, and Jordan Brown-Nutley looking to the inside of Nicholas Scholl and has to back out of it. That was almost disaster for the championship leader, but he manages to stay on the track and not lose a position. He looks again into turn number 12, but Nicholas Scholl does not look as though he's in the mood to give away positions. Brett Ward nodding his head vigorously as he starts his final lap. Bulgari Rahane leads. Brett Ward trying to take second place away from Ido Cohen. Nicholas Scholl holding on to fourth place in front of Jordan Brown-Nutley. Brown-Nutley tries to do the undercut coming off turn 4. He's alongside. Scholl will squeeze him to the inside line as they head down towards turn number 5. Brett Ward has caught Ido Cohen. He slips to the outside of turn number 6 to try and get a run at the inside of him into turn number 8 now, but Cohen defends. Brett Ward will try the undercut coming off turn number 8, and he's got it. Has he? No. Cohen just about managed to scramble across in front of him. 2 corners to go. Bulgari Rahane comes into turn number 11. Cohen defending into turn 11 for second place. Ward has got one more opportunity into turn number 12, but Bulgari Rahane takes the win. Who comes across the line in second? It's Ido Cohen by half a kart length for Brett Ward. Fourth is Nicholas Scholl, and Niels Coolen on the last lap, well, away from the camera. Obviously, Jordan Brown-Nutley went for a move that didn't come off and cost himself a couple of places, because Niels Coolen takes a great result in 5th position. Mauricio Hernandez, the poleman, comes home in 6th place for Costa Rica. Then it's Jordan Brown-Nutley in 7th. So the 2 drivers that were undefeated in Genk have both been defeated straight away here at Salbris. Milan Petele finishes in 8th place. Romain Bonetto, after his spin, recovers well to finish in 9th. Then it's Jason Vian in 10th. Milo Lichterlein lost a few places there at the end to finish in 11th position. Christopher Shani rounds out the top 12. Then it is João Ferreira, Jacob Ang, Maria Solly Paulsen, and Konstantin Scholl rounds out the 16 finish.